Hey guys, what is going on? It is Anthony here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be checking out the Fender Jim Root Signature Telecaster. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. As always, we're just going to cut right into the chase and go right into the specs. So on this guitar, we have a mahogany body, we have two EMG 8160 active pickups, we have a hardtail bridge, we have a single volume, a three-way switch, we also have a bevel cutaway here on the back for the upper fret axis, we have a maple neck, we also have an ebony fingerboard as well as Fender locking tuners. So what are my first impressions so far on this guitar? Since I got it here and was able to snag one for the channel, I gotta say, this guitar sounds really killer and it's extremely resonant. I'm not a sucker for, active pickups typically, but they work so freaking well in this guitar. And I gotta say, this guitar has a lot of mojo to it. It may not be a traditional Tele, but sure as hell is a modern Tele with still some of those classic things of what makes a Fender a Fender. I mean, you got the really cool big Fender headstock logo that would be seen on usually the old Fenders. We got even just the fact that, the pick guard obviously, it has that Telecaster shape, but it's just a slaying chug machine with just a classic shape. That's really the best way I can describe it. What I also found really cool about this Telecaster compared to most too is the fact that you got this really cool belly cut right here, and it's actually really nice. So whether you're standing or you're sitting down, the body is not digging into your rib cage or digging into your body, which is actually really ergonomic and nice, and allows you to play the guitar longer for just longer periods of time in general. And I just think that's really super duper cool. I wish more Telecasters did have that. And the other thing I like as well is, of course, this bevel cutaway. What's really cool about that is, of course, if you guys have seen my review of the American Pro 2 Telecaster that I have, it has that same exact thing on this one. And it really makes all the difference in the world to getting to those higher frets, because a traditional Telecaster that typically has the typical bolt-on block type of look there on the back, it really does get in the way if you're a lead player for the modern metal stuff, if you want to say. So that's super duper cool. And the other thing that's also really cool is that this guitar also comes with strap locks, and the fact that it comes with the Fender locking tuners. And I gotta say, the tuning stability on this guitar is really freaking good. I have no complaints in that department. It plays really well, and I can't wait to show you how this guitar sounds and really show you what the mojo that this guitar actually brings. Before we hear how this guitar sounds, I'd like to let you guys know that I will be plugging this directly into my PV6505 Plus with an overdrive pedal on for all the dirty tones. We're going to be going to my 2-notes captor load box into my DAW, and we're going to hear some riffs, we're going to hear some clean tones and some lead tones with this thing. So can't wait to show you the mojo of what this guitar brings. So hope you guys enjoy it. So now that you heard this guitar in action, we're gonna now go over the pros and cons. Starting with the pros, the first pro is the pickups. Now, I may not be a sucker for the 8160 or 81 and 85 type of EMG pickups, but I gotta say, they pair extremely well with this guitar. I don't know if it's the fact that it's a mahogany body, I don't know what it is exactly, but they sound incredible on this guitar. The tone sounds huge, it's massive, it's thick, it's chunky. I really like it. Like, it just, Jim Root really spec'd out this guitar really well to his liking, and Slipknot fans will absolutely be in love with this thing. The other thing I like too is that you do get an ebony fingerboard on the Telecaster. I don't know about you guys, I never hardly ever see that on like a Fender, so it's really cool to see that, and it just looks really, how'd you say, modern and clean. I also like the Fender logo here, the big Fender classic logo here on the headstock, and the fact that you get locking tuners too. Like, it's really great for restringing, and the tuning stability has actually been really good with this instrument. And of course, the biggest pro of all being the fact that you get the belly cut and the bevel here like you would on the American Pro 2. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, with this guitar, what's also another pro about it is the fact that it does come with a hard shell case. And not just any hard shell case, it comes with a vintage Fender tweed-like case. So it's like you get the classic vibe of a Fender, but a metal monster at the same time, which is a really cool combo, even if it does seem contradicting at first. It's really cool to see Fender include that with a guitar like this. So I had to include that in the pros as well. So as for the cons, there's not too many cons that this instrument has, but I do think they are worth taking into consideration. One of them being that this guitar is a nitro finish. What does that mean? Well, some people love this, some people hate this. So what nitro finish it means is that it's gonna relic and wear a lot quicker. Some people absolutely love that, some people absolutely hate that. I understand both sides of the aisle and both sides of the story. So take it as a pro, take it as a con. I'll put it on the cons list just for the concept and context of this video, but I will let you, the consumer, decide. Moving on to number 2. This is not an American-made Fender. For spending around $1,600, I gotta say, it is a bit of a bummer that it's not made in the USA or made in Japan. That's just my personal opinion. A lot of you may think, oh, it's Jim Root's Tele, I don't care where it's made, and that's completely valid. I'm not one to tell you that this isn't the right buy for you. If you are a massive Jim Root or Slipknot fan and you are 100% influenced and inspired by his music, I think that's an amazing thing, and I'm not gonna tell you otherwise. And the third con being that this guitar does not have a tone knob at all. It's only a single volume and a 3-way blade switch. This is a con if people want maybe a little bit more versatility and they do prefer having a tone knob on their guitar. I kind of have mixed feelings on the subject, but for the context of this video, I do, however, understand that you may want that for extra versatility, but at the same point in time, this is Jim Root's signature model. I guarantee you that most people buying this instrument are buying it to play Slipknot type of music or play metal on it. I don't think most people that do use a tone knob would go for this when there's many other Telecasters on the market that do have one. So I will still include this on the cons list just for the sake of this video because it is something that could work against some players. So with all that said and done, I'm giving this guitar an 8 out of 10 guitar picks. this is still a solid player and it has an amazing tone to it, and it's definitely one that will stand out in your arsenal. But that leads to the question, is this guitar worth $1,600 brand new? If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I would suggest looking at other options. Unless you are a massive Jim Root fan and you absolutely love Slipknot and you want the vibe of a Fender and you want Jim Root's actual signature Fender Telecaster guitar, then I would suggest you look elsewhere, because I mean, for $150 to $200 more, you can get an American Pro 2 that's made in the USA with better quality hardware all around. And you could even long-term put your own EMG pickups or any other type of pickups. And let's be real here, Telecasters are not hard to mod, my friends. So it all depends on you, the player. It could really go either or. The only reason why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 is because I can give credit where credit is due. This is still a really good instrument, but for $1,600, I would suggest going with something else in today's age. Overall, thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything that you would like for me to review on the channel, please leave a comment below, hit that like button. I appreciate you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.